What are the risks of a sleep apnea multiple sleep latency test? Imagine trying to catch some quick naps in a quiet room during the day, hoping to see how sleepy you really are. That's what the multiple sleep latency test is all about. It's a tool used to measure how fast you fall asleep during the day, helping doctors understand your level of sleepiness. While it sounds simple, there are some important things to keep in mind about its risks, especially if you have sleep apnea. First, the results of the test can sometimes be confusing. Sleep apnea causes frequent awakenings during the night and makes you very sleepy during the day. This can make the test results hard to interpret. If you haven't had a sleep study called a polysomnography beforehand, it might be tricky to tell if your sleepiness is from sleep apnea or something else. That's why doctors usually do the overnight sleep test first, to check for sleep apnea and treat it if needed. Another issue is that sleep apnea can change how you perform on the test. Because sleep apnea messes with your sleep quality, you might fall asleep faster or slower than usual during the test. This can make it harder to get an accurate picture of your true daytime sleepiness. If your sleep is fragmented, or if you have a delayed sleep phase, the test might not reflect how sleepy you really feel during your normal day. Medications are also a factor. Some drugs, especially antidepressants that suppress REM sleep, can affect how you fall asleep or how quickly you enter REM sleep during the test. If you're on these medications, the results might not be reliable, and your doctor will need to consider this when interpreting the findings. The good news is that the test itself is safe. It's non-invasive and involves just lying down and taking several short naps in a controlled environment. You won't get hurt or experience physical risks from the procedure. However, being in a sleep lab all day can be uncomfortable or inconvenient for some people, especially if they're not used to sleeping in a strange place. Finally, because sleep apnea can cause excessive daytime sleepiness, the test might confirm that you're very sleepy, but it won't tell you exactly why. Without the prior sleep study, it can be hard to tell if your sleepiness is caused by sleep apnea or other issues. That's why doctors carefully interpret the results, taking into account your sleep history, medications, and the quality of your sleep during the test. In summary, the main risks of the multiple sleep latency test for people with sleep apnea are related to potential misinterpretation of results and how sleep apnea might influence the test. It's important to do the sleep study beforehand and discuss any medications with your doctor. This way, the test can give the most accurate picture of your daytime sleepiness, helping you and your doctor decide on the best treatment plan.